How do I start with the witch?
I think the way you is a great way to start.
I can give you a start. I can read out the messages you sent me.
Oh my god. The environment is so different here. For context, I have I guess Wiccan neighbors.
Yeah.
Several of them.
Yeah. Remember them?
So
from the bongos.
Well, there was the chanting, but Avery saw saw their outside decorations a while back.
Yeah, I saw the weird summoning circle they put in the hallway. That was like a pentagram covered in candles.
What?
And when yeah, and when we went to like we all walked up and we all saw it because it was on the second floor. And Mandy's on the
we all
third
came
floor.
back and no one said anything.
We all just didn't say anything. Then we walked into Mandy's apartment, closed and locked the door behind us, and then all of us just kind of looked at each other and said, "Was that there?" So then
Dimitri's just like, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know if I was really seeing it.
Yeah. So then we unlock the door and we go back downstairs to the second floor and we look and there's clearly something there and there's like adornments on their front door as well. And we're like, all right, I'm going to get closer. I want to see what the fuck this is. As we take one step off the stairs and start crossing the first door in the hallway, as we walk past it, it locks. As we walk past it.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
So I'm prefacing all of this by saying that Mandy's not crazy. I also see this shit when I'm over there.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah, this was
so
a
fucking
while ago.
weird.
But yeah, the weird chanting below me might not have been children, but instead like Wiccan women, even though they sure sounded like kids.
You decide. Go back to that episode.
Could be Wiccan children.
Go back. Hey, listener, go back to that episode.
Oh, it was on
Sundays.
Sundays. Maybe it's like a fuck God ceremony they're doing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like Sunday, we're gonna bang the drums and eat mushrooms today. We don't need church. I mean, that's how the pagans stick it to the man. You took Christmas from me, you fucks.
Yeah, so you take mushrooms from them.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so anyways, I was... So the witch and... what happened? Something happened before that. I had gone to, I think it was this Vietnamese place, and I came back. And I was just walking back to my apartment, and what was it? Did I hear a cat? I saw a cat. I saw something.
Do you want me to read you the messages really quick? Just to like
just the very beginning, because I cannot remember what happened.
Okay.
I remember there was a cat involved.
So let me look at I don't have the time anymore. I think it was like 4 a.m. I get a message from Mandy out of nowhere. I think I'm under attack by a witch. If I don't post again within 24 hours, I lost. And then because it's Mandy, and that's just kind of how things go, we had a normal conversation for a bit after that. And then after that, after like 7 messages, I said, "So what was the witch doing?" And you said, okay,
"Oh wait, I remember. Yeah,
there you go.
There was a cat.
Yeah,
there was. I thought I heard that. That comes later. I saw a cat in the parking lot, and I was like, I just stared at it because I hadn't seen this cat before, and it was staring at me. Because there's 2 they're usually around. There's like this big orange one called Garfield that's clearly feral because he's fucking enormous, and I'm pretty sure is like devouring other cats. He's so fucking big. He'll like if I go out late to get mail, he'll be like sitting in the middle of the parking lot at 3 a.m. not giving a fuck.
Oh, you named that one Garfield?
Yeah.
That fits.
I mean, the coyote's been real fucking quiet since Garfield showed up. He's so big.
That's actually true.
The coyotes haven't done anything since Garfield came over. Yeah, and then one's just like a neighbor's cat, which is an outdoor cat in a fucking parking lot, which is its own special kind of hell. But I saw this weird like black cat I hadn't seen before. And I hate the black cat superstition shit. But I was just looking at this cat, and the cat stared at me. We just kind of started staring at each other. And then I heard this bell violently ringing.
Violently?
Like really vigorous bell ringing. And I was looking around like, where's this coming from? And then I live by like this cliff that goes down into like this valley of woods where the coyotes live. And I look up and I realize it's coming from the apartment blocks kind of near the like this valley. And I look in the second story, and there's either like a Tusken Raider or someone in Destiny 2 concept art. I cannot tell if it's a man or a woman. I'm pretty sure it's a lady. Like at this old crone woman and like this big covered in weird garb. It looked like leather something with like this big like rice farmer hat or something. And I guess she's staring in my direction. I can't tell because it's a Tusken Raider outfit. And she's violently shaking this bell, just staring me down. And I'm sitting there going, I don't know what to do. Because maybe she's not looking at me and this is something I don't understand. And so I go, okay, I'm just going to go inside. And then when I went inside, everything was fine. And then when the sun went down, weird shit started happening. I'm like working in my office and I start hearing like thumping on the walls, which I'm living on the top floor and I don't have any like, the apartments are spaced out enough. I don't have like any neighbors I'd hear through the walls. So it's like, how the fuck is there thumping on the walls? And then I start hearing it on the ceiling. And I'm like, okay, there's no maintenance workers up there. Maybe it could be like raccoons or a possum somehow got up there. I don't know. And then at 4 a.m. exactly, I heard what sounded like my refrigerator and TV collapsing in the living room.
What?
It sounded like, if like, have you ever had like a pack of like soda or beer or something, like it falls over and you hear like all these cans and stuff going over?
Yeah.
It sounded like
the carbonation
blowing
up. Yeah.
It sounded like 10 of those falling over.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like I was like, holy fuck. Like I thought for sure either my like my TV had fallen out of the cabinet or just like my fridge, a shelf had collapsed. It was so loud. And so I run out of the office into the main room. Everything's fucking pristine. But I'm like, no, like the hallway door was open. This had to have happened in the apartment. My girlfriend woke up and she's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. And so we're looking around.
So she heard it. She definitely heard it.
Oh yeah. She was in the bedroom sleeping.
Okay. Not just you then.
No, because I told Avery, I was like, if she hadn't woken up, I would be convinced I just imagined it. Because I didn't, because like, sometimes you're falling asleep and you'll like have like totally. A loud noise and you wake up from it. I've been like, oh, that's just, I was falling asleep and I heard a loud thump. But no, she woke up too and like.
Yeah, so either you're sharing this vision or that actually happened.
Yeah, and it's like, there's no fucking way because she was like in a completely different room asleep. Yeah. And it was loud enough to wake her up and it's like the farthest possible room from the hallway or where any noise would be. And so we find nothing. And she's like, okay, I guess maybe it was someone downstairs. And then the door starts fucking thumping. Really loud.
What?
Like, not like someone's knocking, but like something's like shoulder checking the front door. So I look at the people because I'm like, maybe there's like an animal in the hallway, like messing with someone's like garbage cans. So it's like, oh, maybe like the garbage cans are out and like some animal knocked like a bunch of bags over and I just was loud enough that we thought I was in the house somehow. And so I look out, everyone brought their cans in from like I could see, so no garbage is out there. And all of a sudden the entire like little keyhole to look out from goes completely dark. Like something like rubbed against the door all of a sudden.
No.
And it scares the shit out of me, so I jump back. Because it just like, the lights went off on the keyhole. I went, what the fuck? And I look back and there's like nothing. I'm like, okay, maybe like because I have a bird's nest that will appear outside my apartment door sometimes in a light fixture. Avery gets like attacked by birds sometimes when he comes over.
I don't get attacked. That's not true. Dimitri gets attacked. The birds at my apartment are chill. We hang out.
The ones here fucking attack people.
Yeah, they don't attack
you.
Yeah, not
You're
me.
right. They dive at Dimitri but they dive at like everyone except you. Anyways. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, yeah. But I'm just like, maybe it's like maybe a bird or a bat flew directly in front of the thing somehow and blocked it off. I have not connected the bell ringing to this yet.
Mandy, have you ever seen Noroi the Curse?
No, I need to though.
It is this is literally the plot to that fucking movie. I'm not even kidding.
What the fuck? Is it?
This is literally, the fucking birds smashing into people and shit. That's literally one part of the fucking curse.
That's on my fucking list for this October. That and a cult. the guy's other film.
You
Yeah.
gotta watch that film and then let us know.
This is literally Noroi the Curse. What the fuck?
Yeah, but here's the weirdest part, because I'm still trying to like rationalize what's happening, because I'm not fucking connecting the Tusken Raider with the bell to this, because I don't jump at witchcraft as the explanation instantly. And so I'm like, okay, whatever.
Oh no.
Let's just you just go to sleep. I'll come with you. We'll both go to bed, because she's like freaking out. She has like a thing about like alarms and people breaking in, so it's like, all right, well, I'll just go in there. And then we start hearing cats going like ape shit. And the thing is, it's not like, it wasn't like cats in distress, I guess. It was a constant meowing.
Meowing or just screaming?
No, like there was like a bit of screaming, then there was like a bit of screaming, but then it just became like meow, 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 meow. Like it sounded like a ringtone almost.
What the fuck?
Yeah, just like meows over and over. And now I'm like, how the fuck is this coming like from, because I thought it was outside the balcony. And so I open up the balcony door, because I have like a tiny little thing there. And I hear it, and it sounds like it's coming from right to the side and below me. But I'm like, my downstairs neighbor doesn't have a cat, I think. And I go back in, and I'm hearing the meowing from like a different wall now. And so I'm just hearing meows through the walls. And so she's in bed just like fucking terrified. And I'm like, it's fine. Like there's probably an explanation. And I'm just going to take a piss. Like I can't do anything about this. I have to live my life. So then like, you know, when, we have some pretty like low quality toilets here. You know how like on the low ones, like the water will be out of the, will just like completely drain for a few seconds, because it's like slow to refill.
Yeah.
So like the toilet's like, I do that, I flush it, the toilet's empty, and I swear to God, I hear a meow comes out of the toilet, like through the pipe.
What the fuck?
Like, so it had that weird like ceramic echoing, and it goes meow. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Yo, these witches know how to have a good time fucking with someone. Holy shit.
So I call the bathroom, and I'm like goosebumps. I'm like, what the fuck was that? She's freaking out. And so I'm just sitting there, and I'm trying to think. I'm like, okay, it's like, did a cat get in like between the walls somehow? Is there like a cat fucking around like in the pipes? It's like maybe a cat is like got into a vent or something. Is like knocking shit around. I'm trying anything to figure out what's happening. I'm sure the answer is something really boring and mundane, but it's 4 a.m. All this has happened in sequence, and I'm convinced there's a witch. So I'm like, because now I'm thinking about the cat I saw earlier. So I just tell Avery, like, what I say? You said it earlier. Fuck.
You said,
funny.
I think I'm under attack by a witch. If I don't post again within 24 hours, I lost.
Yeah, that was it. And so I recapped him that like that day.
But
then the next night, yeah.
You skipped something on that, which was how the meowing stopped.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck. That's right. The way it stopped when the cat stopped going meow meow, it wasn't like it meowed one more time and like stopped. It was like a soundbite had been cut in half. It was like meow meow meow.
Oh fuck.
Maybe they're fucking with you, and they just had like fucking little speakers going.
I
they got tired.
No, but like, why would they?
Why would they?
Why would an elderly Tusken Raider lady, like, it doesn't make sense.
Because it's funny.
The thing is, it was
She wants to be on the podcast.
No, it was to a point my girlfriend was asking if Dimitri could have done anything, because like Dimitri gets drunk and he'll start reading out like stupid magic shit he knows about, because he's big into D&D and like all that garbage. And so he's like, yeah, and so he's like, I know about world building. And she's like, did he read any like weird shit when he was drunk? I was like, oh no, when we were watching like a shitty movie the other night, he started talking about the Keys of Solomon or something. I don't know. But yeah. And so Yeah, the next night was weird because it was just like electronic shit kind of fucking up.
No, that wasn't it. There was one more thing that you told me about.
Oh, right, the fucking shower blind.
Yeah, the shower blindness.
I remember that. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah. So, my girlfriend came out of the shower the next night, and she's like, I'm really freaking out. Like, what's wrong? She goes, I went to take a shower, and suddenly I couldn't see. And then when I went into the bedroom, I could see my breath, but it's like 70 degrees in here.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like,
What the fuck? You guys are haunted.
well, I just
yeah.
But I'm thinking no, there's she had the shower on. There's probably some like heat thing with I'm sure there's something about the heat of the bathroom and like the cold of the bedroom. And she's seeing her breath for some weird reason, or like steam was coming out and she thought she saw her breath. I'm like, fuck that. And I'm telling Avery this. I was like, I might have to get like a priest. He's like, get a priest. Yeah. Like, I might have to. But then like, as I'm telling this to him, fucking Netflix and the TV turns on by itself.
No
and the
way.
Netflix, like the da-dung sound is about 30 times louder than it should be. Like the walls fucking shake. And then the PS4 turns itself on and it was completely off and not in like sleep mode or anything. Like it's in the be off mode. I'm just like, okay, maybe a power surged or something, but I don't know why the Netflix baboom was so fucking loud.
I want to message Zach Baggins right
you
now.
had also reset and just like defaulted to max volume or some shit.
No, it was like beyond.
Actually,
what
Julian, I think it's ghosts.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
witches. It's 100% witches.
Because I don't
I had
know
the
what
same thing happen to me.
I've never heard it that loud. The fucking bass rog was.
I was about to
loud.
say, how did it compare to the bass rog?
It was louder than the bass rog.
Are you kidding? Yeah, no, that's witches.
Yeah.
There's no way that would happen on accident.
Listen. Zach Baggins isn't doing anything right now. I say you should message him. You should message him.
Well, the thing,
I want him on the podcast to explain to us what happened.
So I don't really want an explanation for this next part, I don't think, because I think whatever is in my head and whatever can be drawn from it is probably more interesting and funnier. After Mandy says Netflix just turned off by itself and the baboom sound was 30 times louder than it should be, and then the PS4 thing, and then I might legit have to try an exorcism. To that I say, what the fuck? Then no response for 24 hours. So I message him again. Any witch updates? Again, no response for 24 hours. Third day, yo, are you good? No response for 24 hours. Then I get a message from Mandy. It's defeated for now.
That's when I remember when you got that because I think we were either in the car
were in the van.
back. Yeah, we were in the van on the last day, and you just said like, "Oh my god, he's alive!" And we were like, "What? What do you mean?"
There was a genuine sigh of relief in the van. After
Yeah, because
the
everybody
news
was
broken.
actually genuinely afraid for a minute. Like,
Yeah,
holy
Avery,
shit, is he okay?
Avery was very adamant that amount of silence after that was abnormal.
Is never
It's
happening.
weird.
Yeah,
It was weird. And then the interaction in the DMs after that is, holy shit, you're alive. Yeah, things got weird, but it's over, I think. Did you win? Maybe. The door didn't get rammed last night, so I slept a long time.
so fucked up.
Is there more to the story that you would like to share? Or would you like to leave it at that?
I'll leave it at that for now. Fuck it.
Mandy has a story about one specific player pushing the
we're all
envelope.
excited.
This isn't even a story. It's a string of events that just led to. God, it was actually like a horror movie. When it's like they meet someone, everything seems fine, and there's little things, and then it finally it builds up to it. I think I'm not gonna use his real name because he would be the kind of person who would listen to this podcast. What's a really fucking annoying kid name?
Sheen.
Nicholas.
Oh, okay.
Sheen.
I was gonna say
Oh,
Sheen.
Nicholas.
Sheen could be good too.
Sheen is pretty
I'll
bad.
do Sheen.
Dusty.
Dusty.
I like Dusty.
I'll do Dusty. Dusty's close. So we over like the how many years ago was this? I don't know, a few years ago. We over the summer we'd have like a weekly game night or D&D thing. We'd switch off depending on what people were in the mood for. And then one day there was a new person, and there were, I want to say, about between 6 to 8 regulars, but it would, like, people would switch off enough that it was manageable for the DM. And then one week we had a new person, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Dusty." We're like, "Oh, okay." Like, Dusty seemed a little off, but he was like fine. He's like, "Oh, he seems a little awkward."
Okay.
Just because when we would if you ever like gone to these things, you know, like you're getting dinner, you know, you might get like takeout or something delivered, and anyone that pitches in some money. The first bad sign was him just looking around. He's like, "I don't have money on me." We're like, "Oh, that's fine." Because our system was like, "Oh, if someone doesn't have money, you know, we'll cover you this time. Then next time you cover somebody else."
Oh, there was no next
But-
time.
Well, to this
Oh.
day, he still owes someone $20 who keeps talking about it.
Are you kidding
But
me?
no-
He still talks about it.
Yeah, he's fucking vengeful.
Wow.
Like whenever
What an
I,
asshole.
like there's a list of stuff he did, but whenever I mention him, he always goes, "And you still owes me $20." It's like, forget.
Let that go. $20? Christ.
But yeah, Bill was like, "Oh," but he's like, "Guys, I don't have any money," and we're just like, "Oh, it's fine." But he looked like really fucking serious when he said it. Like he said it like he was gonna have to kill somebody,
What?
and that's when I really looked at his eyes for the first time.
Oh my god.
If you ever seen like Tom Cruise in interviews, like in the '90s when he was really into
There's a spark.
Scientology, yeah,
There's
and
definitely a spark, and it's
Well-
not a good one.
kind of. It's like they're just kind of dead eyes, and I was like, "Oh, what?" He's like, "I don't have any money." I was like, "Huh, maybe he's joking," and that's when I first really looked at him. I'm like, "Oh, he's serious. He's not joking. He didn't he didn't say that in a really somber tone as a joke." Oh, it's fine. And then we're like, all right, we were playing, I think Munchkin or something, some kind of like some tabletop game. Like, all right, let's do some
Yeah.
D&D. Like, we'll make our characters. What are you gonna be? It's like, I'm gonna be an elf, and she has 2 blades and a bow. Like, what class is that gonna be? And for some reason, he got really fucking angry about having to pick a class.
What?
So he's like, I could be a ranger, a warrior. And I don't know, he was getting really miffed about it. And it was just like, all right. And then he finally like picked one. And it's like, all right, you know, we're all doing the languages and stuff. And the DM's, you know, giving the setting, like, you're in this dwarf, you're going to be starting this dwarven city. There's this and that around. He's like, oh, don't forget to pick your languages. He's instantly like, Draconic and Infernal. It's like, of course.
Oh.
But when you played the game, he was fine. So I let everything else go. I was like, all right, it went okay. And this kind of thing went on for a few weeks. But when I realized there was something off was when we did it at his house for once. And we were playing, I think it's called Descent. It's a pretty fun board game. And his older sister and her fiance had come back to the house. And I don't know where I think he was in the army or something. Like he had been off doing something important. I'll just say that. And so they come home and she's like, "Oh, hi, Dusty." And he goes like, "Oh, hi, what's her sister be? Kayla. Hi, Kayla. Check this out." And he grabs a card off the table and he runs up and he shows it to them. And he goes, "This card allows you to put down 3 traps at once per game."
Oh my god. Christ
Really
almighty.
fucking excited about
Is
it.
he a fucking goblin?
And I will never forget the look on his sister's face when she goes, "Oh, that's really cool, Dusty."
Oh no.
And then I realized it's like, you know, it's very clear they don't give a shit. But this entire game, one player is basically the evil dungeon master, and like they try to stop you when you're going through the dungeon. And he had been very quiet during this game. But then when like his family came, then he like grabs a card, runs up, and starts bragging about like how he's gonna get all of us. And it was just kind of strange.
Yeah.
And then, but then after that happened during the rest of the game, he got really, really sadistic. Like he was laughing like a supervillain after everything he did, and like rubbing his hands together. And then like he picked up his cat and was like petting it in his lap, and the cat was like trying to get out of his lap. And he'd pull it back. We're like, oh, this is getting weird. But then, then we left. And I saw his friends like, I asked one of my friends, I was like, do you know where Dusty came from? He's like, thank you. I was like, he's Bill's friend, I think. I was like, oh, all right. So I guess to go to the same school, that'd make sense. And then like he would DM because he didn't want to be class railroaded again. But then he was a very railroading person, and apparently he had written this huge thing of lore for us to explore. But instead, we wanted to form a restaurant inside one of the cities and started seriously preparing for it. Like, oh no, we need to get fryers. Like, all right, I'll get some gold. And he slams his fist on the table. A dragon attacks the city. It's burning everything to the ground. Roll. And then the city ended up burning down. And then we're like, he's like, now the adventure begins. And this one fucking hero just goes, man, this campaign's shitty. I think other boys should DM next time. And he looked really unhappy. And the next time we saw him to DM, he sat like in this chair slumped down, and he just had he had the dead eyes again. And we're like, Dusty, what's wrong? He's like, I'm sorry, I'm really fucking tired from work today. And then one of the other people, Bill, he's like, Dusty, didn't you work like 3 hours today? He's like, yeah, I worked from 9 to noon, but work is just really, it's hard. Dusty worked at a call center. And so he's sitting there, and then we realized it's because other guys said that his campaign was shitty, and now he's mad about it. So after he half-heartedly went through it, we're like, I'll have someone else DM. And this was the beginning of the end. Because I don't know how he can... At the time, I didn't know how he convinced him of it, but looking back, it was, he just wanted to appease him, to get him away from him. He had a custom class that was basically Tony Stark. He was like, I have a powerful suit of cursed dwarven armor or something like that. And he's like, but as a drawback, whenever I take actions, it generates heat tokens. And then I have to take a single turn to vent heat. And so I'd be like, no, we're getting our mount. And he's just like, activate my super speed. It's like, okay. I roll a strength check to lift up the rock. I roll using heat, which allows me to add plus 10 strength. And then we're just like,
oh my fucking.
And we're looking at the DM, and he looks at me, and his eyes, he looks so fucking helpless. And I understand he's trapped with this shit.
This is.
And then finally, in the middle of a fight, I don't remember what happened, but I just remember the sentence, I crushed its head in my hands. And then Bill goes, hey, Dusty, I think your class is a little overpowered. And he goes, no, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, Dusty, it is. He goes, you think it's overpowered? He stands up, he grabs a wine bottle off the table, and he goes, all right, I'm going to go outside for a while. And then he takes the bottle, opens the front door, and just shuts it. And we're like, what the fuck do we do?
I was anti-Dusty up until that point. That rules.
No, it doesn't. Because
so you just stole wine? You just walked outside to drink.
Well, because
what?
we sat there for a few minutes.
Move.
No, it's not. And I'll tell you why. He's like, what do we do? Oh, okay. I know, let's just play the game. And so we played the game without him. And we had a great time. We played in 4 hours, kept playing. God, it must have been nearly 5 a.m. We were having so much fun. We're just like, we're not working tomorrow. Like, this is great. Like, okay, it's getting late. We need to go before the sun rises. We open the porch, turn the light.
He was still
He's
there.
fucking on the porch, laying there with the dead eyes. And he just looks up at us. He hadn't touched the wine bottle.
All right.
What?
Man, fuck Dusty.
Fuck Dusty, dude.
Yeah,
What?
forget Dusty.
And so we just laying there looking up at us, and we're like, "You're still here? Like we thought you went home." He's like, "No, I just came outside to think about my class a little bit more." Like, Dusty, it's been like 4 or 5
Think
hours.
about my class.
Yeah,
He needed some time.
I was like,
needed
it's been
some
4
time.
hours. And he's like, and he looks up, he's like, "Well, I didn't know how long it had been. I sometimes lose track of time when I start thinking as critically and as deeply as I do." Like, okay, Dusty, like, I'll see you later,
Okay.
you know, good
All
luck
right,
at Target
Dusty.
tomorrow. So, and then a week later, it was one of the sessions he didn't show up. We had most of the regular crew there. And we're like, you know, Dusty's class is fucking bullshit. Who allowed it? The DM's like, "Well, I wasn't going to have to deal with his shit. Like, so I tried to tolerate it, but he won more and more stuff, and I don't want him like this." And then he's like, "You know, it's all Bill's fault anyways." He's like, "What are you talking about? I don't know Dusty. Dusty came with Kevin." Then Kevin's like, "What do you mean? I thought he was your friend." And then everyone's talking like, "What the fuck?" And then we all go silent. We realize no one fucking knew how he got there.
He was just like,
Everyone just kind of,
How did
there
he
were like 4
infiltrate?
people who kind of knew him from school. And we figured out eventually that like he was talking with 3 of them and they were going to like their car or something. And I guess they all had assumed that he was with one of the other people. So they didn't bring it up and then they just let him go with them.
That. Oh, wow.
So it was just like, oh, there's 3 people. And it's like, oh, you know, it's like a car, you know, it could fit all 4 of us. Like, oh, we're going there. Like, cool, it's gotta be great. And it's like, oh, you know, if one of my friends came with somebody and like we're going somewhere, I wouldn't be like, oh,
yeah,
who the fuck
nobody
is
would
that?
question it.
Yeah. It's just like,
What?
oh, yeah,
That's
someone knows him.
crazy, though. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Did he like mastermind this?
I don't know. Because I asked the
What
DM
the
about if he
hell?
knew him at all. He was like, well, the first time I saw him, he was wearing a fedora and a coat from the 18th century with a bunch of big buttons on it. He walked up to me at school and asked me about dragons. And so I answered, of course. And I was like, God damn it.
That's
Yeah.
nutty, dude. That's so nutty.
And so we figured out that it's like, oh, why the fuck would he do that? Like, he didn't even know they were going for D&D. Apparently they were going to they were going to like some youth group, not even a youth group. It was some kind of non-D&D function that he just attached himself to. And so I'm scratching my head and I'm like, how the fuck did this happen?
How does this happen? That's crazy.
Have you considered that Dusty is an angel in disguise?
Well,
Oh my god.
we asked like the kid we blame, like, Kevin, how could you do this to us? He's like, I don't know. Like, we have to ask him some stuff. Like, what's his phone number? He's like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck? What do you know? I know his Steam name. Fine. And so I type his Steam name into Google. So I'm thinking the first link will be to a Steam, like his Steam link. And no,
Oh no.
the first
no.
link is a forum that said, my town looking for a master, willing slave. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And so, of course, I click on it, and it's it's some kind of forum,
My fucking
and,
god.
and the picture is quite clearly him. Except he has a fedora on, but he was dressed differently than we usually see him.
Oh yeah.
And he
What was
had like
wearing?
he was like I'm looking for something good. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, here's some things I want you to do. I want you to cover a wooden spoon in Colgate toothpaste and shove it up my ass.
oh, what the
Yeah.
What
fuck?
the fuck?
I can't forget that specifically.
That's
Because
a,
He's on
He wanted a wooden spoon with
That's-
Colgate toothpaste. Very specifically.
that is some next
That's
level
some-
shit.
that is a fucking
That is
dude,
you did-
such a precise fetish.
you'd
It's
have
Yeah.
to jerk
insane.
off. You'd have to jerk off over
insane.
2 million times before that becomes attractive to you.
Yeah, and it was
Probably over 10 million times.
the thing was
He
like all his
ascended.
preferences were not like related. It was like a dartboard. He's like, I want the toothpaste, the spoon, but you know, I'm also really into diapers. I want to wear a diaper. And he's like, also,
What the
you can
fuck?
whip me, but if you do, you got to make me mac and cheese after. Just like this really weird, really specific shit.
Why?
All right, you can't fault the man for wanting mac and cheese. You
Dude,
can-
you
Yeah,
can't
but-
fault anybody for mac and cheese.
But he's like, if you don't make me mac and cheese after the whipping, like, it's not going
It's
to work.
over, dude.
It was very specific. And so
I
I'm like,
can't get over the Colgate, dude.
yeah,
I
and
can't
so
get over that.
Well, that's what the diaper is for. Like it loosens
yeah, and so
you
I
up.
click
You
back.
need the diaper
and
after.
I look, and there's like two or three more links below it, and it's like similar like ads. Like he's going on every local forum, and it's like it's not like secret. It's like his internet
very
name, I
much
guess.
public.
It's him. It's his face and like all of them.
That's
And so we're just like, what the fuck do we do about this now? It's like, you know, you can know someone who has a really, really fucking weird fetish.
but
it's like, you know, if they keep it
can't
to
go to him
themselves-
and be like, "What is this?"
Oh well, we didn't think we didn't think
What?
clearly about that
Oh no.
because we're like, it's like, okay, you know, we're just tired of him at this point. We're like, what do we do? And so we sat on it for a week, and then it turned out that he had been starting to shit talk the people who didn't approve of his Tony Stark class.
Oh.
And we're like, okay, now he's trying to divide and conquer. Like, we have to get rid of him now. And so we said, hey, you know, Dusty, we tried to find your Steam name the other night, and we found some of your ads. We're not sure we could be really comfortable with someone like that. And so we're like messaging him on Steam, and it looks like a fucking crisis center in the White House because we're all like gathered around this computer, like, what do we say next? Like, I don't know. And he's like, wow, I knew you guys could be kind of shitty, but I didn't think that you couldn't be open-minded. Dude, I was like, look at each other, like, what does he mean that he thought we'd be open-minded?
No, I mean that is shitty, but you could have still just kicked him out.
Yeah,
That's okay.
because we didn't want to just like ghost them. We're like, we need to tell them like why this is fucking weird. We're like, hey, you know, you're talking shit about people after everything that's been going on, and we found all this, and it's weirding people out. But then we steadily realized that might have been his end game, and we didn't know how to feel about it.
What?
Because we're like,
that's his kink.
because when people were like,
oh my god.
we're like, Dusty, like, stop it, like, fuck it, like, cut it out, fucking Dusty, like, I can't take this. It's like, oh god, was he getting off on that?
Mm-hmm.
Like when he was on the porch for like 5 hours, like he didn't have his phone, the wine wasn't touched. What was he doing on that porch for all those hours after everyone shamed him?
He was thinking
was
about
like-
he was thinking about brushing his teeth, dude.
Oh fuck.
That's like a good psychological thriller.
Yeah, but
The mind of Dusty.
it's like if it was someone I'd known for a long time, but like a weird thing like that, it would have been like, okay. But this was moments after finding out that no one knew who he was, and they had just infiltrated
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
It's
like-
so many weird things.
Because it's like,
all at
okay,
once.
who is he? Like, no one knows who he is, and now we have
Too
this
much
very
information.
blatant, like, you know, whip me and give me the mac and cheese, and it's like very, very shamelessly, very publicly, but we all missed it, and to this day, I don't think any of us have run into him again. I don't know where anyone would.
Let's reconnect. Let's get him on the
Let's
podcast.
get him on the podcast.
I mean, I know that he
can we
ran into
help
him once.
Dusty? Can we help Dusty find somebody to shove a Colgate?
He had
up his
takers,
ass.
but
He had takers. Excuse
we
me.
saw some responses, but they were like, I'll message you my picture,
Oh.
and it was like a guy with like a fucking AC/DC logo and 53-year-old man. Like, okay, good luck.
Okay.
Maybe that's what he wants. But
Yikes.
yeah, no one saw him again except for a brief encounter where he tried to attach himself again through 2 other people, but then the third person was someone who was aware. He was like,
Wow.
oh yeah, like Dusty tried to get back because I was meeting 2 friends and Dusty was with one of them, and he just said hi and talked to me like nothing happened.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, you wouldn't. I never really thought about that. That yeah, if you were slightly acquaintanced with somebody, you could probably sneak your way into a friend group like that. Because who's gonna like, you know, bring it up? Like, who the fuck is that? He can't come.
I'm actually speechless. That's amazing.
That's a great story.
Yeah. He just came, and then, you know, few months later, he was gone. It was just like that one summer.
Like the wind.
He appeared and he was gone.
He came, he saw, he didn't come.
God, I hope not. Avery and I have become neighbors,
Oh yeah.
and he was welcomed very warmly, and it was beautiful and a wonderful
Yeah,
night.
I was welcomed by you wearing your fucking night helmet and Dimitri in a hazmat suit. That was interesting.
It was a good night though.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Sounds like a
No,
typical...
because Dimitri was there that time. The time when we called Dimitri and we were both on the floor, blind drunk, and we just yelled McNuggets into the phone, and he knew exactly what we wanted.
You wanted McNuggets?
Yeah, we wanted him to
well,
come
shit.
over with a fucking like 50 pack of McNuggets and all the sauces.
Well, we didn't say 50. He said
we
that
just
we said McNuggets, and he said, "Oh, I went to McDonald's," and I said, "How many McNuggets can you give me?" And he said, "Oh," and the lady said 50. So I got 50.
Wow. How are the McDonald's closed over there now?
No.
This was before
This was yeah.
Yeah,
This
because
was back in, like, March.
every McDonald's is closed, and I drove down the night they all closed so that I could get the last McNuggets I'm ever gonna have.
Oh, that's so fucked.
They were really good, and I don't miss them though. I've lost multiple pounds just by not being able to eat much shit. Although this morning I did stay awake until 11 a.m. so I could order Domino's and eat a personal pizza, and then I went to sleep immediately, which I know isn't healthy. But like, where's the food gonna go? They say it doesn't digest in your sleep, which is probably not true. But like,
is 100%
it'll digest when I
not
wake
true.
up. It's fine, you know. What's wrong with that?
That's the one thing that's not true that I'll argue on.
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense. The body doesn't just stop doing things when it's asleep.
When you sleep, you literally die.
Wait, fuck! I'm mixing up McNugget night with the first night
Yeah.
Avery came, because
First night was different.
That was Star Wars night.
Yeah, that was fuck me. God damn it.
I know
Stars War
about
night.
that. Yeah, I know
Fucking
about that.
I got so fucking drunk. I got so drunk both fucking nights. Mandy, do you want to tell the fucking Stars War
No,
night story?
I think you have to tell it because you had to experience it. Just say what happened, and then you can say.
So the first fucking night when I was there, I walk into Mandy's apartment, and I'm greeted by Mandy in a fucking night helmet and I think a robe. I don't remember.
I don't remember
I feel
either.
like you were in a robe. Dimitri was in a hazmat suit, sitting in the corner, staring at where I was going to be walking in from. And Mandy's girlfriend was just there, and she said hello. Which was which was the strangest part. Because fucking it was a horrible night. It was a horrible welcome. I don't even remember what we did before Stars War, because
Nothing.
we did something.
Have a drink, Avery. You're gonna watch Attack the Clones.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, so we watched Attack of the fucking Clones, and I got really drunk because we were watching Attack of the fucking Clones. So by the time we started Revenge of the Sith, I was fucking gone. And when Revenge of the Sith started, a few things kind of got a little bit weird. Like, when fucking Grievous gets launched out of the fucking window at the beginning, the space battle thing, when he launches himself out the window, it played like the I don't even fucking know what to call that sound.
What are you talking about, Avery?
What?
Like it's like a fucking like scream. And then he came back, and I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I fucking look over at Mandy, who's also drunk as shit, and he looks shocked and confused, just like me. And then he turns to me and he says, I don't fucking know, this is the Disney Plus version. and the thing is that I know Mandy, and Mandy has the worst fucking poker face I've ever seen when he's doing something fucked. So the reason I immediately looked at him is because I went, this is some fuck shit that he did. And then he looks at me in like pure shock on his face. I was like, okay, it wasn't fucking him. This is the Disney Plus version. Because I literally went through a catalog in my brain, like, does he have Disney Plus? He watched The Mandalorian. He has Disney Plus. This is the Disney Plus version.
Yeah, like in the original version.
I'm not done.
Talk about McClunky.
McClunky. Yeah, McClunky was another reason I was like, I guess they're just fucking with everything now.
What is McClunky?
And then as the movie goes on, it gets more and more fucked. And there's a few videos of this. And the fucking Grievous fight, it's like intercut with unfinished like poser animations of Grievous using his body as a vehicle or something. And just spinning. And I still think that this is the Disney Plus version. I'm just like, why would they include this? At one point I say it looks like fucking Bebe's kids.
Oh my fucking god.
And I am genuinely like, this is the part where I'm like, this seems like fuckery. This seems like this is not right. But I've continued to drink, so I'm operating on like a 4-year-old level. So the time when it finally clocks for me that it's wrong is when there's a fucking scene of the Jedi Council and it's cutting between all the council members and it just fucking cuts to Arthur Fleck for a second. And that's when I stood up and I fucking screamed because I was so fucking angry that I thought this was not fucked with for such a long time. He took advantage of me. And the reason that it worked, and this is the best fucking part, is that when the fucking Yodelay scream sound happened, and I looked at Mandy, he was genuinely shocked and confused because he had forgotten that he fucked with the fucking episode 3 file. So he accidentally gave himself a fucking poker face by tricking himself because drunk Mandy had taken over at that point. So it was a different fucking person.
That was the plan. I was like, when I spend, 6 hours editing this fucked version of Revenge of the Sith, I'm going to drink a ton during Attack the Clones. So by the time we start it, I will remember that I fucked with it. So when Arthur Fleck appeared on screen, like as the Joker, it's when he's like on Murray's show and he's like sitting in the chair looking really disappointed. And it's when Anakin's like not in the council. It's like, how did you do this? It's unfair. And it cuts to the Joker just looking kind of sad for a second. And just the Mace Windu. And Avery starts yelling, "That's fucking Arthur Fleck! This isn't Disney Plus! That was the Joker!" And he's like arguing with everybody.
Oh my god,
I was so
dude.
fucking mad.
And we're just like, what are you talking about? There wasn't a Joker. And he's like, the Joker, he was there. So we start arguing with him, like whether or not the Joker appeared, because he sat back down and I guess kind of accepted that it didn't happen because the Grievous fight came after that. And he's like, why would they include this?
I was so
fucked. Kids.
I was so fucked. You're a bad friend.
No, like when they fought Grievous in the beginning, it played like the part 3 music. You're like, this kind of sounds like JoJo. That's weird.
I was so confused for the entire movie. Just that one instance where I look at you and you're also confused. That like convinced me of so fucking much.
He calls Palpatine with like dial-up noises playing and shit.
The opening credits scroll has a villain invasion.
Well, I planned it out like at the beginning. It was like just little things, or kind of like what, like little sound effects.
The text in the opening crawl.
No. Like when you see Grievous, like I added like 400% more coughing, so like Anakin and Obi-Wan would be talking. You just hear Grievous like fucking coughing in the background a ton. and everybody be like, wow, he coughs a lot fucking more than I remember. I did like unfinished deleted scenes when they're like in the fuel pipes. So you see like these shitty looking like poser battle droids with like fuel splashing on them. It's like, wow, this is a lot different than I remember. I was like, no, because this is why the ship blows up, because they were in the fuel. Like, oh yeah, I guess that's right.
I need to see this.
It's a full movie.
Everyone I've told about this has asked me for the fucking file.
Everyone wants it.
No shit.
But Disney will know now if it leaks out. Fucking Lowry Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, they're gonna finally copyright strike you for being called Mandaloregaming.
Yeah, that's how they'll fucking get me.
Yeah.
Like, you think it's funny to replace our Obi-Wan fight with like test PS1 footage? Guess what? Now it's over for you.
Oh god.
God, I genuinely forgot working on it. I was like, haha, it'll just get worse and worse the longer the movie goes on because your brain will be more and more off, so you might start accepting more. It's like, you don't show the Joker until, like, you're 2/3 of the way through the movie.
Then it's fine to show Arthur Fleck. And that'll make you realize that the movie was fucked with. But then your friend will be like, that didn't happen. Because your friend was a piece of shit.
Demetrius like, what are you talking about? I didn't see that. Like, yeah, what do you mean the Joker? He was there. He was on the Jedi Council. He's looking like you're fucking crazy because we all know what's happening.
Oh, yeah. No, that reminds me of... Yeah, it was like... It was like when we fucking played D&D for the first time, and then after everyone leaves, you're pointing to empty spaces.
Oh, yeah.
In the fucking room and yelling like there are people there.
What the fuck, dude?
That was... So I was like recounting something that happened, but instead of just like talking about them like they were there, I was pointing to where they were sitting. So when Anthony said that was so fucked or whatever, and I just like pointed like an empty spot on the floor.
It's you pointed at one blank space and said he was fucking with me, and then you pointed at the couch and said, but this one's a wild card.
Well, did you change the credits at all? Like, did it say directed by Lars von Trier?
Oh no, I put Metal Gear Solid 5 music in the trailer, not the trailer, in the credits. I put 2 different Metal Gear songs in the credits. I just remember the Obi-Wan fight. I just almost completely replaced with like their test footage because it was a lot more violent. And there was stuff like in the test footage that didn't make sense. Like when Obi-Wan kills Grievous in the movie, right? He like shoots him. He like keeps shooting him, and then he like catches on fire and dies.
Spoilers.
Yeah, in the test footage, Obi-Wan rips Grievous's heart out and throws it across like the landing platform. And Grievous is still fighting him, and then Obi-Wan turns around and shoots his heart, and then Grievous dies.
Wow.
Like, his heart's not attached to him anymore.
Yeah, like,
so
there's that
stayed
scene where he
in.
tries to reach the heart when he's like ripping at his chest, and then he throws him off. So like you can see where they're like, no, we need a kid-friendly thing. He just has to shoot him in the heart.
Well, this was like Obi-Wan rips his heart out and throws it across the room, but Grievous is still alive. Then Obi-Wan sprints around and shoots it, and Grievous dies. And so I kept that in, and I remember Avery just screeching "what" when that happened and hitting a pillow really hard. This did happen!
During the chase sequence, this will be the day starts playing.
McClunky. Someone has to explain McClunky.
I feel like people know about McClunky.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when Disney Plus came out and it had all the Star Wars movies, they had a new cut of A New Hope that apparently George Lucas got full say on, like on the final cut of it.
Oh no.
And so it's completely the same as the terrible CGI version, except it has one change, which is right before Greedo shoots Han, he just says McClunky and then shoots.
What?
McClunky.
That's the only change.
What?
Now,
That's not real.
I don't want to tip my hand.
That's real, yeah. Okay,
How is
now
that
you understand.
real?
Now you understand.
McClunky.
Now you understand why I bought it. Now you understand why I bought that it was the Disney
Avery had been
Plus
prying
version.
that there's weird shit in the Disney Plus version, so he's like, oh, they added McClunky. Maybe they just left in test footage because fuck it.
I can't believe that's real. What?
Well, honestly, I mean, the best part of this is that Mandy did get official sign-off from George Lucas to make these changes.
how is McClunky
this feeds
real?
like McClunky feeds into my theory that George Lucas is just fucking with people now. Like he's these are my official
has
directorial
to.
changes.
This is my original vision that I couldn't put in
What does it
in the
mean?
first cut.
Like, you can look up
does it mean?
new 2019 Disney Plus change comparison. And it's like, oh, and you go, oh, they're calling it that because, you know, it's gonna do a side by side of all the fucking changes. But no, it's just the one fucking scene. It's just McClunky.
What does it mean? What does McClunky mean?
Nothing.
Like,
No one knows.
Is it like an
It
insult?
doesn't mean anything. No one knows.
No one knows.
Is it?
There it is.
Wait,
Disney
what-
Plus changes. It's the one scene. It's just McClunky. That's the only thing they
let me
added.
see. Why is it during this scene? He's fucking with people because that's the scene people always.
no,
That's
Exactly.
the big controversial scene. So what are you gonna do to it? He says McClunky before he shoots him.
No, he says McClunky.
What is-
Wait,
Yeah.
George, what does McClunky mean? Shut up. He says McClunky.
Yeah.
Get in the voice booth.
There's a really famous interview with George where like a super fan stands up like at a university and asks like, what happens after the original trilogy, like before there are any books and stuff. And George is very dispassionate and says, they died.
That's not real.
No.
Oh, are you watching David? I think David just watched.
Yeah,
the
David
movie.
watched it. Yeah.
Clunky.
You just got some McClunky.
Dude, the way he says it.
Yeah, because they puppeted it.
McClunky.
Like he doesn't say it like an insult. He just says it like a noise.
The voice actor for that line, Hideaki Anno.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
You see how this can probably make one going, maybe, you know what, maybe when Grievous got blown out the window, maybe he added yodeling. Who fucking knows? That sounded like yodeling.
That's yodeling in his language.
They wouldn't do that. Why would he scream like that? Oh, they added McClunky, though.
I cannot believe that's real.
It was a
What the
mixture. It
fuck?
was a mixture of McClunky being real and something I knew about, and it being the Disney Plus version, and mixed
Everything
with
Disney
the
Plus
fact,
was fucked right when it came out.
yeah, no, and mixed with the fact that I know Mandy doesn't have a fucking poker face, and when I looked at him, he looked honest. Because he was being honest, because his brain had deleted the information.
Yeah, it was some Ocelot shit. I was like, I'm going to hypnotize myself with this vodka to not remember making this plan.
Fuck up.
So when he looks at me, I won't remember it either.
Mandy, tell your fucking raccoon story. Get us home.
Oh my god, I'll tell a raccoon story.
Okay.
I'm gathering the strength to tell the raccoon story.
Need to meditate.
Okay.
Everyone needs a short rest to recover.
So we had garbage cans, and we had issues with like possums and all kinds of verminous creatures. And I want to say 6. And where my room was, it was a very small room. It had the I think it was supposed to be like some kind of utility closet originally. It wasn't very big. It had enough room for the bed and a pile of clothes in the corner, and that's about it. But it had a door to the attic access. And so I was 6 years old running around. My dad's like, "You want to see a sci-fi movie, son? It's like Star Wars." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I want to watch like that." And he puts on Alien, and I'm watching Alien with my dad. And so, of course, I'm fucking terrified. I'm like shaking. And he's like, "It'll be fine, son." He's like, "Don't you have any nightmares?" And he like puts you to bed, and he's like, "No." He's like, "You better go to sleep quick, or it'll get you." And he slams the door shut.
I feel like
so much
yeah,
more
that's what
about
I was
you.
gonna say.
Yeah, but I had this Jurassic Park poster on my wall that had like this Velociraptor with like this 3D holographic effect that would be like screeching at you. So I like to roll over and I look at it, and it's like screeching at me, and I'm like locking eyes with it. It's not cool at night. It's fucking scary, but I don't take it down during the day. And so I'm like, oh, okay, like I'll go to bed. It's not real. It's not real. Down the attic access, I start hearing.
Oh my god.
There's something fucking clawing at the door. And then so I'm like, "Dad, Dad," and he's like, "What? Wah, wah, wah." He's like, "Bet you're having a nightmare, son. There's no such thing as xenomorphs. Go back to sleep."
There's no such thing as xenomorphs.
No such thing as xenomorphs.
Yeah, he's like, "No such thing as xenomorphs. Go back to sleep." And he shuts the door, and then 3 seconds later, boom! Explosion. Door's open, and he goes, "Rah!" and just like screeches at me. So I scream. He starts laughing. It's like, "Just a little joke. Good night, son." Shuts the door again.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I cannot believe it took this long for me to get your fucking origin story, your supervillain origin story.
And that's when I learned that no one can be trusted.
I'm in bed holding my Yoda bedspread, my glow in the dark Yoda bedspread, cleaning it for dear life. And then I start hearing at the door again the fucking scratching at the attic door's back. And then I start hearing. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking die. And so I'm sitting there preparing for death, and I fall asleep at some point. And the next day I tell my dad about it, and he's like, "Oh, you're just having nightmares." And then it happened again the next night, except this time it got much worse. Because when I say it's an attic access door, it wasn't like a It's not like a regular sized human door. It's more like a goblin door or like a dwarf door. I want you. Any adult person would have to like crouch down to get in through it.
Not a politically correct door.
No, it was a very vertically discriminating door, and so it kind of had like a bunch of gaps like on the top and the edge. It was more like it was very shoddy. But the next time I hear the scratchy again, I'm like, I'm gonna be a brave boy and I'm gonna try and hear what it is. So I get up with my ticker slippers or whatever. And I go up to the door and I start hearing the scratching again. And I look down at the bottom of the door and I see this claw reach out from the door and start violently thrashing around.
Oh my fucking god.
And so I'm like, ah! My dad comes in again. He's like, you're dreaming about xenomorphs again, son? I'm like, it's in the attic. It's in the attic. He's like, what are you talking about? And then he fucking hears it. And then he turns and he looks at the door too. And he's like, you're right, son. He looks at me. He's like, he doesn't say it's a raccoon or, oh, maybe something got in the attic. He just goes, there's something in there. Like, he's not being fucking comforting because I guess he doesn't know what it is either. And I'm like, what is that? He's like, it could be an animal. If it does, it has rabies. Like, well, what's rabies? It's like, it's a disease. You go crazy if you get it. But it's okay. But because if you do get it, they can cure it. Well, how do they cure it? They shove a needle the size of your arm into your stomach. Like, what?
What
I don't want rabies.
fuck?
And so he comes back and he has like these oven mitts on and this large box. And he's like, he gives me a little box. He's like, okay, if whatever it is gets past me, you have to catch it in the box and then flip it up and don't let it bite you. Like, well, how will it bite me? And he's like, I told you, I don't know what it is. Open the door.
Holy shit, dude.
And so we open the attic access very slowly, and thankfully the fucking light bulb was on in there. But there are two baby raccoons on top of a box, and they're just like purring.
Oh.
And it turned out that the mama raccoon had clawed its way into the roof because it was cheap paneling, and then just had her babies inside. And so we just put them in a box with the oven mitts, called animal control, and they were moved. We thought it was fine until 4 days later when we're eating out on the back deck, which is like on the second floor, is pretty high. And then we see the mama raccoon approaching the deck, look with her babies, looks up at us, hisses, and then goes under the crawl space in the house. Like, animal control's like, oh yeah, we moved them really far away. Fucking a few days later, look, I'll never forget it. We were eating spaghetti. I remember the spaghetti. And I remember my dad going, well, they're back. What? Look down. And I see the raccoon down there. Looks up directly at us. Goes under the house where I play with my fucking Legos. It's down there. And so we went through the same shit again. Except this time, animal control never came. When I asked my dad if animal control got the raccoon, he's like, yeah, it won't be a problem anymore.
Oh no.
Man.
That was my experience with raccoons, besides catching possums with my father.
Speaking of dying, Mandy, how'd you die?
I mean, I didn't die. Or maybe I did. I guess this requires a bit more context to get to the central...
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be real. If I lived half the wild shit that you've lived, and there's a point in time wherever I very well could have died, I would be questioning at this point.
This is not the closest I've gotten directly to dying, but this is like... This could have been very bad.
Okay.
So I don't know... I can't remember the exact year it was. This was over a decade ago now. The only time point I have for it was that The Elder Scrolls Oblivion was hot. Oblivion was out. So maybe like 2000... Between 2006 and like 8?
Yeah.
That feels
like
right.
that.
Yeah. So, and I know that because this was a scout camp. I don't remember which Boy Scout camp it was. I was in the Boy Scouts. We were at either Camp Bob Hardin or it was somewhere in either North Carolina or Virginia or somewhere in that little corner. And when you have a scout camp, you have like your troop that goes there. But then you have like troops from several different regions come and like they descend upon the same campsite for that week. So you can earn your merit badges.
Oh, gotcha.
And I actually looked this up because it's really funny, but I didn't want to dox them, but it's okay. the troop across from us was they were called Troop 501st. And the game Battlefront 2 had also come out like fairly recently, a few years before. And the fucking clone troopers in that were Troop 501st. And so we were like, oh, ha ha ha, it's like the clone troopers are next to us. The thing is, they were actually the most serious fucking Boy Scout troop I've encountered in my entire life. And I guess something happened to them because I looked online about them because I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't say the troop number. But it got dissolved and it was reformed in like 2014 or something.
What?
Yeah, the 2014 one is like a new Troop 501st. So the first one either disbanded or something happened to it. I tried to look at their old website and it got like it's on like you can't even it's like deleted. So it says like, oh, we're Troop 501. And I clicked on it and it's like this website's unavailable. And the new one is, oh, we're Troop 501st, like the Stars War.
Oh boy.
And so
they're
something
not
happened.
501st.
Well, they're the new one, I guess, but no, they're not. They're not the original ones we encountered. And I know we knew they were so hard because we had like a canoeing race at one point, like day 2 or something, where we were like, it's a little canoeing race. We were just laughing around, like bumping each other. One kid had like dropped his canoe, his paddle in like the first 10 seconds of the race, so we weren't doing too hot. So we dedicated our run to fucking up 501st like race. And so we kept bumping their boat and laughing. And like we're like making the bend to come back towards the finish line, probably like 7th place by now. And one of their scoutmasters fucking runs out from the reeds into the water, like up to his knees.
Whoa.
And he starts screaming at them, "You failed! You failed! You failed!"
Whoa.
And he throws his hat down. And he's screaming how they failed.
Whoa.
Like, whoa!
Whoa.
But back then, of course, we didn't, looking back, it was whoa, but at the time we all started laughing because we're like, ha ha ha, we owned 501st.
They failed.
Because-
They failed. They failed.
Exactly. Because our troop was a fucking mess. Sometimes you'll have like a central, sometimes like they'll do Boy Scouts through your school. There's all sorts of little linchpins that it comes through. Ours was from our church group, and it was a casserole of mental illness and just weird kids, and I'm including myself.
Mental
Yeah,
illness.
I know.
The
casserole.
reason I remember,
Why am I getting deja
Yeah.
vu from this?
the reason I remember it's Oblivion was because we had this one kid named Benny, and he would just, Oblivion had become his life. And when I say that, I mean like at night we would hear him screeching out in the woods, and he'd walk in by the campfire and would just be like, "Hey, where were you at?" "I was making sacrifices to Shio Gorath."
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
The cat population in that area drastically went down.
Yeah, and we had 2 scoutmasters there. One was Quiet Psychopath. The other one was literally Ned Flanders from The Simpsons. Like he had like the mustache, he had the glasses. He was dead on Ned Flanders. And so he'd be saying things like, "All right, we're gonna talk about the Lord tonight." And Ben would be like, "You mean Lord Sheogorath?" Like, "No, Ben, we're not talking about him now." and so we took great pride in fucking up constantly, but still being able to style on 501st. Because they never like came to their campsite individually. They'd always come in like a unit. Like all 30 of them or whatever would all come in a straight line into their camp. You can never catch one of them alone. And so it'd be like, wow, Benny just beat them in the relay race. They must be real bad over there. But the central character of this is, I probably should use a different name. I'll call him Jimmy. Jimmy had always been quite slow. Like the kind where it's like immediately like something's up with him by how he talks and just the glassy look in his eyes. Like he'd be like, "Hey, how you doing? I want to talk about Dragon Ball," or something like that.
Okay.
And around this, he was at this point one of the older scouts, and he was starting to go through puberty. And what happened with this is that he was always just like he was going through like a goth phase, which was also strange.
Jimmy the Goth.
Yeah, but he was like, he had some sort of condition, but he was also goth.
Okay.
which is a lot.
my-
Which is a lot already. Now put that in like a scout uniform.
Like me.
Yeah. So
Just
yeah,
like
it was
me,
sort
for
of
real.
yeah, it was
Like
a lot.
me.
But it started kind of harmlessly when
How do you?
like most of the warning signs were taken as him just being kind of a weirdo.
I really don't like how you're describing this.
Well, he'd be like
Warning
in
signs.
church or something, and he'd be like, "Hey, like I have the deepest secrets in my cursed journal," and it was like,
What?
I think it was like a Death Note journal or something like
the
that.
fuck?
And people would be like, "Oh, haha, that's me." Be like, "Yeah, the secrets are so dark. They talk about the voices." I'm like, it's funny, Jimmy. And you go, like, you want to look in my journal? He talked about how scary the journal was, but he would show that thing to fucking like anybody.
He wanted
so,
to allure
like-
people with the how scary it might
Yeah.
be.
What the fuck?
Yes, and so I of course looked in the journal one time, and it was like 1 billion dead stick figures, like people with devil horns, like shanking each other with like pitchforks. It's just like edgy stuff, but
Yeah,
kind of
just
from
like-
a
yeah,
slower
kids-
lane.
Kids always do shit like that. Like, it's whatever.
Oh yeah, but it was
Fucking,
Yeah.
I probably did that, you know?
exactly. So it's what he was not the first like edgelord I had met. If anything, it was really fucking funny at the time because he'd just be like, "Oh, do you know about Super Saiyans?" I'm like, "No, I don't watch Dragon Ball really." He goes, "Well, I'm gonna reach Super Saiyan level 5,000." I'm like, "What?" And I remember that one specifically because we asked him like, "What's Super Saiyan level 5,000?" And he goes, "It gives you the power of the devil," and he would never elaborate on that.
Wait, does that mean the devil can beat Goku?
I don't know. He would just say that, like, it gives you the power of the devil. But he would tell us these stories about like the voices in his head and like these demons visiting him at night and stuff. And we thought they were fucking hilarious. So we started like, I was turning them into like City of Heroes quests. Like, it's an MMO. You can make
Yeah,
your
I
own
know
missions in
exactly.
it. Yeah, so I started making like quest lines based on the dreams he'd tell me about. He'd be like, "Jimmy needs to go into the sewers and like defeat this dragon and shit." But the thing is, during scout camp, he was getting different.
Oh.
Because when you go to scout camp, you don't have like a well, this one at least had like provided tents. I can't remember if we told the story about when we pushed Benny out in the lake
I
once.
don't think so.
Okay, well they're like a wooden kind of like pallet platform with like a tent on top of
Yeah.
it, but it's a super thick and sturdy pallet. We had once taken the Oblivion kid and like lifted his tent while he was sleeping and like just pushed it out into the local pond, and it like floated. But that, anyways, so you pair up 2 scouts per tent, and I want to say slightly older than Jimmy. I was not too far away from an age. And I was like, I'll bunk with you, Jimmy. He's like, okay, because I kind of felt responsible for him in a weird way. I don't know how to put it, just because it's like I know people get weirded out by him, but it's like he's harmless.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Yeah. Oh,
so-
Yeah.
God.
because like I had gone to a camp the year before and heard him like losing his mind during a thunderstorm and fright. So I'm like,
no.
he's fine. But when I first like went to bed and like, because you put your sleeping bag on top of like these 2 cots in the tent,
Yeah.
I'm like starting to drift off to sleep, and then I hear next to me. I'm like, I look over, like maybe he's dreaming, and he's not dreaming. His eyes are completely open, and he's staring at the ceiling, just whispering to himself.
Oh my god.
Are the words illegible?
No, there was
Start
too
hearing
quiet.
your name.
Yeah, it
repeated.
was
No,
loud.
it was too.
Metreon Synthos.
It was too quiet.
Mandalore gaming.
But-
Mandalore gaming.
Oh God.
The thing is, I start counting, and I count 200, and he has not blinked yet.
Oh God.
He's just staring at the ceiling, whispering.
Oh my God.
So go, Jimmy, Jim, like, what are you talking about? And then he looks over at me and he goes, "I'm not here. I'm the demon."
Oh.
And I'm like,
Oh no.
and I'm like, and I go, "Oh, okay." And I just go off to sleep. And then the next day,
What? You fell asleep?
Dude, how are you?
of course I did.
Dude, That's him being like, the consequences of my actions don't matter. I'm the devil.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm like,
Yeah, all right. Good night,
you
bro.
have to understand when he's clearly not correct. I didn't take much stake in it.
Right.
I went, whatever.
Oh
Hold
my
off.
fucking god.
You
And so
wake
we're
up
all,
and just everything's on fire.
People are always like, oh, you guys are like, PST is so superstitious, always talking about witches and shit. And then Mandy lives through stuff like this. It's like, of course we believe in
No,
Mandy met
witches.
the main character of the darkness.
Dude, I'll be real. This kid,
Yeah, it's Jimmy from the darkness.
I've experienced kids like this, like in middle school, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and they
not
like
this
and
intense.
honestly, so far, I mean, I don't know if I'd love to be proven wrong, but I'd be intrigued to know if I'm proven wrong soon. But like usually, the kids would just like act fucking weird to get attention.
Yeah.
It was like,
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
this
exactly what he's
sounds like a
doing.
kid desperately like trying to get attention by
Right.
appearing fucked up. You know.
Which is what we thought. 'Cause, like, I was a year or two older than him. He was maybe, I don't know, 14, 15-ish. He was in that range where it's like, oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I'm speaking from experience. I was bitches. That was me at the time too.
You were bitches. You were out there fucking talking Latin.
Yeah, my quirk
Talking
was
Latin,
that I was just
using
I
your
just
shit for-
I tried to act like the biggest dumbass on possible so that I could get people to laugh, and it never worked. But like,
What changed?
I had a notebook that had a list of people that I wanted to kill in it when I was that age. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Miss Murder. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
mine is just lame. Y'all have at least funny ones.
stick
yeah, no,
figures
that's-
killing
that-
each other, list of bullies.
That's what this sounds like. I do not think this is supernatural.
Well, it goes.
Okay.
We wake up at Revelry.
Oh no.
You hear fucking Camp Revelry, which is like at 5:45 a.m. and they play this loud ass trumpet through loudspeakers throughout the entire camp. I wake up, Jimmy's missing. He's not next to me. And I come out, and one of the 501st guys is walking over with like 4 of his goons behind him because they always move in fucking groups. And he goes, whichever one of you did that, you're gonna be in fucking trouble, leaving trash in our campsite and all this stuff. Dude, like, and we're like, why do they care about picking up sticks? And it's like, oh right, it's fucking 501st. But they had this big, like, it looked like someone tried to make like a Blair Witch looking like totem in their campsite, but it wasn't correct. So, like, it looked like a pile of trash, but just had like weird leaves and shit impaled on it. And so of course I'm like, oh my god, Benny, I'm so tired of your Oblivion bullshit. And he goes, that is not one of the pyres I made to my god. What can you
Oh my god.
And so we're all pissed at him because we think he's the one doing it. Because he doesn't stop talking about Oblivion. And so as this day is going on, we find weird little like totems and shit around. And he's saying stuff like, I didn't make that for Mayrune's Dagon. It wasn't me. But he'd also say like, that one over there is mine. And so...
What the fuck? Dude, what is
I'll be real. That
chuckle
lends
fuck?
him more
What
credence. You know, like I'd believe him after that. Like clearly,
Well, the thing is,
he wants to tell you
that
which
was
ones
the
are his
problem.
work.
What we realized is that Jimmy was trying to make like weird devil totems for attention, but we kept thinking they were weird fucking Oblivion things that Benny was making because he had been making those already. And Jimmy was getting really irritated by this, but he wasn't telling us that he did it. So he'd say things like, I feel a dark energy coming from this one. It was not him. And I'm like, no, Jimmy, this is fucking him.
Oh my god.
And so we had 2 suspects. So the 501st was blaming another kid who we called the deodorizer, which was not even from our camp. We just encountered him sometimes. But we call him the deodorizer because he was a very large child, and the first time we saw him, he wandered between both ours and the 501st campsite without a shirt, applied deodorant directly under his man boobs, and then burped loudly. So he would just kind of like wander around. If you tried to talk to him, he'd just burp at you and then go, ha ha, and laugh and walk off.
Okay,
See, that's who
I've-
Benny summoned.
Yeah, I never heard a word from the fucking deodorizer that wasn't a burp.
I've never been in the fucking Boy Scouts, so this is like living vicariously through you, and I don't know, man. This is fucking insanity.
Boy Scouts is mainly really fucking
fucking
boring, and then you have
Christ.
campouts where things just go fucking nuts. But anyway, so
Fucking-
they're
it's a
shifting
lot.
blame between either Benny or the deodorizer. And as we're walking back to camp, I think for doing merit badge classes, oh my god, yeah, we had the same one, which I think was some sort of, it wasn't wilderness survival. I can't remember the merit badge, but I remember when you're going back, he goes, "Hey, you want to learn about the demon?" I'm like, okay. And he goes, "The demon is British and lives in a castle."
No, stop. Stop. You can't say that. You can't just say the demon is British.
demon is British.
No, that's how he
Oh my
opened it.
God.
I'm like, okay, what else? He goes, he drives a nice Lamborghini.
Me when I talk about my dad.
Yeah, like he said the demon was in his head, but the demon was also like living in Britain.
Oh my god, dude! Do you remember? Okay, do you guys this really specific thing that was like really big in the art world and the fucking car world? Like when it was just like weird demons driving cars and their heads and eyes were like popping out.
I've
Do you know
never
what I'm
heard of
talking
this.
about?
I feel like I know what
what?
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Like it was just like an artist that would just draw like these fucking weird creatures driving like sports cars. In my head, that's what I'm imagining it
I
is.
feel-
Like
without
the
a-
Rob Zombie, like the Dracula,
Yeah, Rob
like,
Zombie,
like the
Rob
Super
Zombie,
Beasto. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Exactly. That's like when you said the demon is British and he's driving a Lamborghini. That's exactly what I imagined.
Oh god,
Oh my
I
fucking god!
I'm
dude.
sure whatever he came up was being influenced by some kind of media he was watching, possibly Guild Wars. He really liked
Oh
Guild
my
Wars.
fucking god!
But yeah, so I get this huge rundown on the demon. In my head, I'm mentally taking notes because that's going to be like a fucking boss encounter in City of Heroes. I'm like, and I'm like, oh, like what's the demon's name? He goes, the demon has a dark name. Like, what? Just tell me it. Demon. Okay.
Dude, he hadn't crafted that bit of his identity yet.
He hadn't built out that more yet.
Fucking, you're not letting this guy finish his OC. You're just
Well, I
keep
felt-
asking fucking
He
questions.
had this elaborate backstory prepared already, so I was like, oh, he surely has a name.
Names are hard, man.
As a DM, the name is always
man.
last.
Names
Yeah.
hard.
But so that night we're all just like kind of fucking around the campsite. We're just like cooking stuff in the fire. Quiet Psychopath Scoutmaster's somewhere else. I think Flanders is, I don't know where Flanders is. And I remember looking at Jimmy, and Jimmy's not talking to anybody. He's just staring really, really intently into the fire. And one of the other kids walks up and is like, hey Jimmy, did you see Benny's newest Oblivion idol?
Oh my
And
god!
Jimmy looks up, he goes, we will all burn like this fire. And he goes like, okay, Jimmy, and just walks away. And then that night, I
love
go to I go to sleep. Well, I'm trying to sleep, pardon me. And I'm in the cot, and I start hearing the whispering again, but this time it's more audible. And I'm starting to hear kill. And I look over at him, and this time he's messing with his pocket knife.
No!
He's looking at it.
Oh my god! Oh, okay.
It's like
Oh
this.
my
It's
God.
like a Gerber tool one. So he's like flipping it in and out. Has all these tools in it. He's
Yeah.
going kill. Like, hey Jimmy,
Kill
what's
for
happening
mom.
over there? He's going. The demon's getting stronger with every day. I might not be able to stop his powers by the time camp is over.
Oh my god.
And at this time, I'm more concerned because he has a knife, and now I'm like alone with him at fucking night. I'm like, okay, this is fucking weird. And I sleep very lightly. The next day, wake up, he's already gone. There's now what looks like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like someone trying to make a crop circle in the fucking dirt by just dragging their foot all over the place.
Oh, I did that shit.
Yeah. And so there's weird, like, symbol shit all over our campsite and halfway on 501st because their scoutmaster's already screaming at them to sweep it up. blaming it on them. So I don't even know what was drawn. And then come to find out, we all start getting on Benny again. And he goes, "It wasn't me. I sleep in my bare feet. It attracts the ducks." And we
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck?
he had been stomping his feet in catfish bait to try and attract ducks. Catfish bait smells terrible, by the way.
But
Yeah.
what?
Does it smells like so awful?
Yeah, and so we see his fucking horrendous feet. And we're like, oh, but then we look at the marks on the ground. I'm like, oh, this is, you could kind of see like a shoe pattern in some of them. And so we pulled a fucking glass slipper with one of Benny's shoes, and we're like, oh, these feet are bigger than Benny's. And like I believe he has not worn shoes for the past few days. So who's fucking doing this? And then Jimmy's like, "It is a warning. The demon will awaken soon."
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And it's like, oh, okay, this is fucking Jimmy's been doing this. What is it culminating in? And so, same story, walking back again that night. Like, so Jimmy, what's this demon thing? What's this gonna be about? He goes, "I'll show you in the journal when we get back." And so he hands me the journal. I'm like, what? Well, what page is it? "It's on every page, the story." The story was mostly intelligible. Like, it was not legible. I couldn't tell what it was. I can make out the stabbings. There was the giant corpse pile, which had been there for like fucking months already. It was all the same shit. There were some new pages, and those were the alarming ones. Those are the ones showing stick figures like stabbed in their beds.
Oh.
And I was like, this is kind of weird. And he's like, "Don't worry, I have the demon contained. He is
Wasn't
too
he?
busy."
He literally said the demon was about to be uncontained.
Well, now it's contained. And I asked him why. And he goes, "Because the demon's a movie star and he has to film tonight."
What the fuck is going on?
Oh my
Dude,
God.
you gotta get your
Jimmy
fucking
fucking rocks.
story straight, buddy.
This is
Jimmy.
the weirdest OC I've ever heard of. Like,
Jimmy,
holy
Yeah,
like,
but then
oh,
that night-
man.
He's too
I
busy
hear-
filming American Beauty.
Dude, I would not want to.
Yeah, but-
I don't know if I could sleep with him after that shit.
This is where it changes, because that night I hear like,
Oh, no.
like the creaking sound of someone getting up, and I look. He's now sitting on the edge of his bed with his knife out, whispering to
No.
himself, and now he's staring at me.
No.
And I
I
look
mean-
over again, and I'm like, "Hey, Jimmy, what's going on tonight?" He's like, "I'm not sure, but I think it's getting stronger." I barely sleep that night. I do not sleep until he does.
Oh my god.
Thankfully, this is the Wednesday was like a parents' day or something, since like there would be younger scouts there, and that's when parents show up.
Oh my god, what is
And
parents
so
look like?
thankfully,
Worried.
his mom, pardon me, shows up. My dad shows up. A few of the other parents like show up. Because my dad fucking loves the scouts. He's just there to fucking fuck with people because he's a prankster. And I'm like, "Hey, Dad, there's something really fucking strange going on with Jimmy." And he's like, "Oh, Jimmy? Of course there's something strange going on with Jimmy. You know, he's not right." I'm like, "No, Dad, this is different." And so I'm like, there's something really weird about him. Like, he's talking to the devil and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, he's been doing that for months. You know, he's just trying to get attention because he's weird." I'm like, I know, but this is like different. And so I now realize the fucking predicament I'm in is that like he's being really, really fucking strange, but that's expected of him. That's just how he's been.
I mean, obviously, as a child, you don't like. It's harder to like rationalize what would get people's attention. But did you not think
Yeah.
to like mention the whole knife part?
See, I did. I was like, he's like messing with his pocket knife, and he's like, that was the one part where he's kind of like, that's a little weird. He's like, I'll talk to his mom about it. And so he talks to his mom, and his mom talks to him, and they have a little meeting with me, my dad and his mom.
Oh God!
And they're like, "Yeah, so it's like, what exactly has he been saying to you?" And I gave him the vague parts of the demon I could remember. And she's like, "Yeah, I'll be honest. When I was talking to him, he seems different than when he usually is at
Oh
home."
no.
Oh my god.
I'm like, yeah, that's strange.
No.
And then that night in the campsite, one of the kids fucking screams, and we all run over, and he's like, someone pranked me. Someone pranked me. And there is a dead fucking copperhead snake on top of his
Oh my god.
What the
on top of
fuck?
his sleeping bag.
That's not a
Oh
prank.
my god.
Not really. So we're just like,
Jesus.
what we found out later was that this had been in one of, it turned out that Jimmy had not killed this animal himself. One of like the merit badge class leaders had killed it and was just like showing it to people like in the class, like, look what I killed in this bucket. And Jimmy had then grabbed that snake and taken it with him, like from the class. So he didn't kill this animal by himself. We found this out later though. Because they're like, oh, but so at the time it's,
on the spot, you're just like, oh my god, this kid is just killing animals now.
I'm working my way up.
Oh god.
So we find this dead snake, and we're all looking at each other. The parents like, who did this? Blah, 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 blah. And then Jimmy goes, the time of the serpent is here.
Oh
the
my
demon's power will be awakened
Oh my
soon.
God.
Time of the serpent. Oh
And
my
so his
God.
mom tears his ass out yelling at him. But the thing is, he usually gets upset if you would yell at him. Instead, he has no fucking expression on his face.
Oh my.
And he's just staring her down. And she's like, you're going to be in so much trouble. And he goes, well, where my powers are at now, you can't really stop me.
Oh my god.
Dude.
It's worth mentioning that Jimmy's the kind of slow where he has the strength to go with it.
Oh no.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
If his mom got physical with him, he would win. And so this became a situation where someone else's dad and her eventually had to drive him out of camp. But they tempted him with the promise of they were going to Wendy's, which worked wonders.
Oh. Demon hungers
Yeah.
for a baconator.
Yeah, the demon was also a big fan of the Dave's Double, apparently. But when I got the details
Will I get a
after
milkshake?
he was not back the rest of
No,
camp, which had its own
Cameron,
fucking.
he will get a milkshake. No one could stop him from getting a milkshake.
It's a frosty, actually.
One thing about this demon's thirst. A milkshake from Wendy's.
This is a
yeah.
defining moment.
They had read through his journal, and I had not seen the latest entry, which was the one where he was going to fucking stab me to death that night, and then go through tent by tent and do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yo, god
And
damn.
It turned out the reason for this was that I just happened to be the one who was closest because he was just going to go through he had it written down. He was just going to do it by proximity, basically. And I learned later after coming back and talking with my parents and stuff, since we just didn't see him again for camp.
Fucking god.
And my dad's like, yeah, so his mom was terrified driving him off because she said that he was just staring at her through the rear view mirror the entire drive.
What
And
the
so-
fuck?
So yeah, they took him to a mental hospital or something, got him checked out. It turns out he was very deep into schizophrenia. He's schizophrenic.
Holy shit.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, he could have acted
That's
on it.
so
Oh,
scary.
fuck.
Yeah. Which is why I said that, he was going through puberty because that kind of stuff doesn't, sometimes it won't manifest around that age.
Oh my
So,
god.
It's not a thing you think is possible.
Yeah.
And again, this was diagnosing him with schizophrenia back then. Who knows what it would be now, but he had a bad kind of mental illness.
Holy shit.
But it had been developing
That's
long enough on its own because he was already just kind of weird and slow.
And everyone would discredit
when he-
him anytime he tried to get attention.
Yeah. Because he's talking about voices and how the voices are talking to him, but
Yeah, that sounds...
because of his slow brain interprets it as I do hear voices, but it's a British millionaire who's a movie star.
Yeah, it
Oh
sounded
my
like he
God.
manifested mental illness to some degree. And
I don't fucking know.
Armchair psychology.
Let's
can
not.
go
Let's
fucking
not.
whatever.
Let's not.
No,
I mean, I'm exaggerating here, but what I do believe is that it probably has something to do with the amount of fucking just people rejecting it. It's the dude would go to further and further extremes to get that attention.
I have no
That's so
clue. Whatever it was,
sounded like
horrifying.
Sounded like a choice to me.
I have
my
no idea.
God.
Oh my
Whatever.
god.
Whatever it was, I had no fucking clue. Even then, I didn't know what to make of it then. I still don't know what to make of it. But it was,
well,
he had
in most
something going
cases- in
on. He
most
got a new
cases-
thing going on.
Oh,
but
no.
no one knew, like, no one saw any sort of warning signs like, oh,
He had a new-
my child is now suddenly acting
He had a
strange.
new groove.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, like with people that have schizophrenia, usually they're the victims. About 99% of the time, so it's really sad. But oh my god, man!
Yeah, I mean, again, this
You
was
were
getting diagnosed with
fucking-
schizophrenia like
God
a decade
damn.
ago in
Yeah,
the nearest mental facility to like a mountain campsite.
oh,
But they're like, oh yeah, like he's not well at all. And it's very good you brought him here because he was on the cusp of having some kind of meltdown.
oh my fucking god, that's so fucking scary.
Yeah, and we had no clue because he'd be acting
Holy
semi-normally during the day, but like when the sun went down, like he'd still say the weird shit during the day, but then like when it got dark out,
Holy fuck!
something
It
different
got-
was going on
when
in
it
there.
when it got dark out. It also went dark in.
Something
That's
like
what
that.
I mean, that just sounds like something he would
That's what
say.
you.
The only thing that would
Damn.
subdue is hunger.
Yeah,
A double
Jack.
baconator with cheese.
that was
God,
just like
that's
one of the
horrifying.
things that happened that week too.
Jesus.
Oh,
Like ultimately,
man.
Scout Camp shit just continued and more wacky shit happened. But it was just like, oh yeah, midweek. Remember when Jimmy and the demon got fucking exorcised out to the Wendy's and are not with us?